Welcome to the Kindness Effect, where small moments open hearts and change lives, starting with ours. Now, your host, Jim Ellis.
Welcome to the Kindness Effect. Before we begin today's episode, I have some exciting news to share. Many of you have told us you'd love to share the Kindness Effect with your children, grandchildren, students, and classrooms. We heard you. Starting today, we're launching a special series of episodes created especially for kids and the grown-ups who care about them. Here's how it works. Every odd-numbered episode will be one of our Kindness for Kids episodes. These stories, conversations, and kindness challenges are designed for children, families, classrooms, and anyone who enjoys seeing the world through a child's eyes. Every even-numbered episode will continue to explore kindness from an adult perspective, diving into topics that help us build stronger relationships, healthier communities, and more compassionate lives. Whether you're 8 years old or 80, our mission remains exactly the same: to inspire kindness, strengthen communities, and remind one another that even the smallest act of kindness can change someone's life. So if you're listening to an odd-numbered episode, gather the kids, listen together, and don't forget to stick around for this week's Kindness Gradebook, Kindness Challenge, and a question you can talk about as a family. Now, let's get started. Welcome everybody to the Kindness Effect. I'm Jim Ellis. Today is our first Kindness for Kids episode. It's called Please and Thank You Still Matter. I have a question for you. When was the last time someone said thank you and it made you smile? Or maybe someone held the door open for you and said, after you. It probably only lasted a few seconds, but somehow it made your day just a little bit better. Have you ever noticed that? It's funny. Two of the very first words most of us learn are please and thank you. They're only 1 or 2 words long. They're free. They take almost no effort. And yet, they have the power to make people feel noticed, respected, and appreciated. Imagine you're helping set the dinner table. You carry the plates, you put out the forks, and you fill everyone's glasses. When you're finished, one person looks up and says, "Hey, thanks for helping." How does that make you feel? Probably pretty good. Now imagine nobody says anything. It's not that they're trying to be unkind, but hearing thank you reminds us that what we did mattered. The same thing is true with please. Instead of saying, "Give me those crayons," what if we said, "Could you please pass me the crayons?" Doesn't that sound different? One sounds like an order. The other sounds like respect. It's amazing how one little word can completely change the way someone feels. Here's something else to think about. When we say please and thank you, we're not just being polite. We're sending a message. We're saying, I see you, I appreciate you, and you matter. And isn't that what kindness is really about? Making people feel like they matter. The best part, you don't have to wait until you're older to do it. You can thank your teacher. You can thank your bus driver. You can thank the person who hands you your lunch. You can even thank your parents for making dinner or your brother or sister for sharing something with you. Those little words have a way of spreading. When someone feels appreciated, they're more likely to appreciate someone else. That's the kindness effect. One kind word becomes 2, and 2 becomes 10, and before you know it, kindness is spreading all around you. So now let's take a look at this week's Kindness Gradebook and see how we're doing. Well, how do you get a failing grade? How do you get an F in manners? Well, an F is forgetting your manners. You demand things, you interrupt. You expect people to help, but you never say please or thank you. People may still help, but they don't feel appreciated. What does a D mean? A D, well, that's saying the words without really meaning them. You mumble a quick thanks because someone reminds you to. The words are there, but your heart isn't really in it. Now, how do we get a C? Just remember your manners. You remember to say please and thank you, and that's a great start. You're showing respect. How do we get a B? Now, you say it like you mean it. You make eye contact. You smile. You use a warm voice. People can tell your gratitude is real. Well, now, how do you get an A? You start looking for chances to appreciate others. You don't just wait until someone reminds you. You notice when people help, and you thank them first. You make others feel important. And if you want an A+, if you want to be at the top of your grade, the top of your game, A+ is creating a ripple of gratitude. This is kindness at its very best. You thank someone, Then encourage someone else to do the same. Maybe your family starts thanking each other more. Maybe your class does. Maybe your friends begin noticing all the people who help them every day. One simple thank you becomes a wave of kindness, and that's what changes communities. This week's kindness challenge is here. Here's your mission. Today, say 5 genuine thank yous. Not the automatic kind, the real kind. Look the person in the eye, smile, and tell them exactly what you're thankful for. Maybe it's your teacher, maybe it's the crossing guard, maybe it's your mom, dad, grandparent, or sibling, or maybe it's someone you've never thanked before. See what happens. I have a feeling you'll make more than one person's day a little brighter. So here's a little question I want you to talk about with your family tonight. First question, who deserves a thank you that you haven't said yet? Figure that out and go solve that problem. And the second question, how do you feel when someone sincerely thanks you? Well, thanks for spending a few minutes with me today. If this episode encouraged you, share it with your family, your classroom, or a friend. And until next time, remember this. Kindness doesn't always begin with something big. Sometimes it begins with just a few little words. Please and thank you. I'm Jim Ellis, and this has been The Kindness Effect.